that's when I first discovered pornography. And that's kind of where things really came to a head really quickly because I felt completely like overwhelmed with shame and guilt and just basically probably didn't think about it long enough, but I decided to tell my parents about my sexuality. And so
Mhm.
that began a process of like literally up until I was 19 at the time. So for 19 years, I just assumed I would never tell anybody that I was attracted to men and that I also followed Jesus. Like I just thought that those two things could not coexist. Like there's no
Yeah.
outlet for that. So, but telling my parents was a big moment to finally bring some people in. I told my siblings a couple years later, told some friends, throughout the years, one here, one there. And so all of that led to a couple years later, just searching the internet. I was struggling again. I had told my parents and told my family and like they supported me, but it's hard to like know how to support somebody if you don't have a context for it yourself. And so
Yeah, or language.
yeah, so, like, they loved
Yeah.
me, they didn't reject me, they heard me, they handled that correctly, but as far as walking with me, like, that's not something that they knew how to do, and I didn't know what I needed someone else to walk me through, but I knew I needed some help, and I needed some resources, and so that's when I went to the internet and I searched for my exact Google search was Christians struggling with homosexuality. I typed those 4 words into a Google search when I was
Mhm.
21 years old, and that led me to a bunch of guys blogging anonymously about faith, sexuality, masculinity, and as soon as I, like, clicked onto that and I saw all these guys blogging, like, I knew I had found something, like, vital. Water in the desert, it was just like this thing that I've been searching for my whole life. I just didn't know I was searching for it because I just didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know that you could be a Christian and also experience what I was experiencing. And so that became the genesis for like developing these friendships with all these guys all over the world, writing about their story. I befriended many of them. Some of them are still friends to this day. And a bunch of us co-founded Your Other Brothers. This would have been like 7 years later. So it was like a 7 year journey of like developing friendships because I started blogging anonymously back then.
Mhm.
And then yeah, 2015, a bunch of us co-founded this website, now Your Other Brothers, and now a nonprofit ministry with Your Other Family. So it's been quite the journey of going from feeling like I couldn't talk about it to now that's all I do. All I do now is I talk about it on
Yes. Yeah.
TikToks and YouTube shorts and blogs and podcasts and everywhere I can have the opportunity to be authentic with people.
But that's awesome because, for so long, you didn't have anyone to really speak into that and really kind
Right.
of guide you into what was really going on.